Sunshine went to see Mr. Happy for the first time. Together they played on the swings all day. Then little Miss Sunshine went to Mr. Happy's house to have dinner, but then something terrible happened.
I'll take it. Little Miss Bossy barged into the house and started yelling that someone destroyed her house. Let me show you guys the picture too. Little Miss Bossy started bossing them around to help clean up the house. She told them that her favorite purse was stolen. Little Miss Bossy needs help finding the thief. Bye, Veronica.
Who?
Veronica. Little Miss Bossy decided to call Mr. Strong to solve the problem. Little Miss Bossy yelled, "Get over here now! Someone stole my favorite purse!" Mr. Strong finished his workout and rushed over in his McLaren when he knocked on the door. He knocked too hard and he broke the door. Little Miss Bossy was very mad. She said, "You broke down the door." Mr. Happy, Little Miss Bossy, Little Miss Sunshine, and Mr. Strong discuss a plan to catch the thief. By Raheem.
Raheem. Who's not here? Little Miss Wise was in her house when she heard all the commotion going on. She looked out her door and tried to figure out what was happening. She sees Mr. Happy arguing with Mr. Strong. So she decided to go up there to see what is going on. When Little Miss Wise got up there, then she noticed that Little Miss Bossy looked very upset. "What's going on?" asked Little Miss Wise. "Somebody stole my purse. I wasn't home," yelled Little Miss Bossy.
After ending a frantic phone call from Little Miss Wise, Little Miss Brady rushed over to Little Miss Bossy's house. She starts to investigate the house and looks for any clues. She finds a broken window in the shape of a square. She finds a green string on the floor. Little Miss Brady starts to think Mr. Strong stole the purse of Little Miss Bossy, but needs to find more clues. By Neve.
A green string. That's suspicious, said Little Miss Brainy. "I don't think it's true," said Little Miss Bossy. "I'm going to call Mr. Strong to see if it's true," said Little Miss Bossy. After the phone call, Mr. Strong shows up. Mr. Strong shows proof of him not being the thief. Mr. Strong pulls his phone out of his pocket and shows a video. Mr. Strong showed them the video. Little Miss Bossy and Little Miss Brainy were shocked. By Mariah. In the video, Little Miss Chatterbox and Mr. Strong go buy a box of noodles. Little Miss Chatterbox wouldn't stop talking about cheesy noodles. Little Miss Brainy is astounded that the green string isn't Mr. Strong's. The video proved it wasn't the robbery. Mr. Strong asks, "What about Mr. Grumpy?" Mr. Grumpy's car was still in the garage. "I know this because Little Miss Chatterbox lives across the street," Little Miss Brainy thinks. "Oh, Mr. Grumpy has a green hat too." Dun dun dun. Bye, Dream.
And there goes the name.
I was over today and really going to look for Mr. Ruby. They see if there's and tell him what happened. If there's no help, then find Mr. Ruby. Mr. Snowball with his bad punch as the group followed and Mr. Ruby yelled, "Mr. Snow, leave me alone," and Mr. Ruby.
Awesome. Oh, okay. I'll read this one. Mr. Strong storms over to Mr. Grumpy and grabs him by his legs and flips him upside down. What does that mean?
Okay.
Mr. Strong asks, "Did you steal Little Miss Bossy's purse?" Mr. Grumpy screams, I didn't do it. I was looking for clues in my house to find who stole my hat. By Zachariah. So, Little Miss Bossy shouts, "Wait, so you are telling me that someone stole your hat, then stole my purse to frame Mr. Strong?" The whole group slaps their hands to their faces in shock. Little Miss Sparkle dances over to the group. She begins to sing a song to calm them. "Let's go take a walk to exercise and clear our heads. Then we can investigate Mr. Grumpy's house to look for clues." Neve, do you want to read this one? This is your page. The group goes to Mr. Grumpy's house to find clues. Outside of the house, there are shoe prints outside the bedroom window in the snow. There was also a green ball of something fishy on the ground. Okay. The group hears Mr. Funny laughing in the distance. Mr. Funny shows up out of nowhere. Mr. Funny picks up the green ball and sniffs it and realizes the ball is... See, I make mistakes too. Realizes the green ball is a hairball. Ha ha ha, I think I know who this is. Mr. Funny asks the group to vote between Mr. Fussy and Mr. Clumsy.
The group decides to go to a coffee shop to vote because it's cold at the coffee shop. The group ran into Mr. Danger and Mr. Fussy. The group calls the police on Mr. Fussy. The police bring Mr. Fussy and Mr. Danger in for questioning. The police were mad at Mr. Danger for daydreaming during the questioning. Then Mr. Danger and Mr. Fussy were let go until they could get more evidence.
Mr. Danger and Mr. Fussy left the police station and went back to coffee shop. Little Miss Sunshine entered the coffee shop to catch up with the group. The group asked Little Miss Sunshine, "What was you?" "I was with Mr. Clumsy to find evidence about who stole Little Miss Boss's purse." Little Miss Sunshine said she found out that Mr. Clumsy had the purse because Mr. Fussy gave it to him. Mr. Fussy kept on complaining that he didn't have the purse in the first place.
Excuse me, Christian. Mr. Mean, slams the door to the coffee shop open, causing it to crack. "What's this I hear about you trying to find a thief?" He glances around the room. "You will never find them, so you better stop trying." By Rusam. Mr. Funny jumps on the table and says some jokes. "Why did the chicken go to KFC?" "Because he wanted to see his friends." Everyone laughed and forgot about Mr. Mean. "Let's find Little Miss Bossy's purse before she bosses us even more." By Jody. Gross.
Wait, the group leaves the coffee shop to go to Mr. Clumsy's house. The group calls Mr. Small, walks up to the side of the house and sticks into the air vent. Mr. Small entered the basement and started looking for the purse. "Oh my God," yelled Mr. Small.
Mr. Small found the purse in a yard sale box with a bag for $45. The group goes back to the cafe to give Little Miss Bossy her purse back. Little Miss Sparkle sees the purse and goes to grab it. She says, "Hey, that's my purse. Why are you touching my stuff?" By Micaiah. Ayana's not here.
No, she's not here.
Little Miss Bad is spying in the window. She busts the door down, scaring everyone in the room away. She steals the purse and gets in a getaway car and goes to a secret hideout so she can sell it. By Ayana. Oh. Okay, let's see what happens to the purse.
Little
Sit up,
Miss,
Christian.
Little Miss
really
Pickle
easy.
start laughing uncontrollably. The others look at her like she is crazy. Why are you giggling? Asked Mr. Funny. I was thinking about a funny joke. What did the thief get for stealing a calendar in January 12 months? Little Miss Dottie bust down the door and said we need to have a meeting right now. I know we all feel defeated since the purse has now been stolen twice. We can't give up. Let's make a plan to find Little Miss and get the purse back.
I'll read this one. She's recording. I got it. Mr. Tickle was on his way to get Little Miss Bossy a present since she got her bag stolen. He runs into Little Miss Bad, who is selling a purse. Where did you get that from? Mr. Tickle asks. Little Miss Bad starts to sweat. It's very pretty, told Mr. Tickle. He decides to buy the purse and tickles her goodbye. Bye, Braylon.
Somebody said.
Oh, that one is Layla's.
Layla. Go ahead.
I got it.
No, I got it.
In the wrong spot. Layla.
Can you pass louder?
Good job, Layla. Good job. I'm gonna turn the page. I'm gonna give it to Andre.
Mr. Chatterbox and Mr. Tickle taking room in 20. So he jumped between them. Mr. Chatterbox started chatting, blah blah blah. Mr. Tickle Trump has kissed out him by talking and talk. But it doesn't work. Wah ha, wah ha. Mr. Chatterbox shout out. Well, both are deciding this. Don't be Mr. Tickles sneaking up and snatching Mr. Tickles, Mr. Chatterbox magic hat out by
Good job. Awesome job, Andre. I can read it together, okay, Matt? Mr. Mischief laughs evilly. He waves his hand over the hat, saying, "Abracadabra, make all these people crazy." Mr. Mischief laughs as Mr. Strong is suddenly dressed as a cow and starts mooing instead of talking. Mr. Tickle turns into a pig and starts snorting. Mr. Mischief throws the hat and runs away. Bye, Matt. Okay, Patrick's down here. Mr. Cool was walking past the coffee shop. Little Miss Bossy demanded, "Help me find my purse." "Nah, girl, I'm too cool for that," Mr. Cool said. "No, you better help me," Little Miss Bossy said. "I already said no. Bye," he said as she walked away, slowly with a grin.
Mr. Silver was playing around with Little Miss Bossy over her. She went up to him and told Little Miss Bossy to jump around with her. Little Miss Bossy started to laugh and clown around with him. Here. Oh, Mr. Perfect finds out there's a criminal on the loose. When he decides to find the criminal, he goes to the police and tells them,
Officers, a thief broke into Little Miss Buffy's house and stole her purse. The police told Mr. Perfect to meet them at a restaurant on Elm Street at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock to catch the criminal coming to the restaurant. Mr. P sees the criminal at table 67. Good day, sir, Mr. P says. Well,
We're gonna pass it over to Jornell.
Little Miss Princess left. Mr. Perfect is confused and walks away. Little Miss Princess goes to the building and brings her purse. Mr. Perfect sees the purse and thinks it's Mrs. Bossy's. Mr. Perfect runs after her and says, "Is that Mrs. Bossy's purse?" Come on, give me the truth.
Mr. Perfect and starts looking surprised. What did he mean? I had at the store. They stole at each gets confused what they found the thief already. I think we should just forget about it and have fun. This is all too much work.
Good job. Have Joe read this one? You know. Huh? Did I hear someone say fun? I like to have fun. I like it with friends and family. Let's have a party. Mr. Perfect gets the balloons and the cake. Little Miss Princess gets the food and Call Our Friends by Shalia.
Little Miss Sunshine was at the party drinking on some apple juice. She looked around at all her friends and said, "Wow, we had a long day investigating, but this is nice." The end. By Ernst.